So the first thing I'm going to do before we put the wet wall on here, stick it on, I'm just priming it with some primer. Get whatever primer you use. All I'm doing is sealing that, so when I stick my glue onto that wall on the boards, it's going to stick nicely. All I do, mix it to whatever it says on the tub, then I'm using a sponge, wipe it on, put a towel in tray, and then just wash it. Bit like Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. That's all you have to do. So this has had 2 coats on it, this. So you can you see how it's still soaking no more? Beautiful. Go around with your sponge, top to bottom all the way down. Get on the other side all the way down, and then repeat. Then what I do is round the bath, where we're going to tile 2 tile up. Where I'm going to tile 2 tile up there. I'm just going to do that as well, all the way around there, and the bath's done then. Then it's ready for tiling. So when we're doing wet wall, you should have a 10mm gap. People do it too tight, and it's no good. I got pregnant, me, do I? Just do a bit of surgery, a bit of lipo. So you need a 10mm gap. Don't do it too tight because it has to expand. Do it too tight, boulder blow. So you measure it from the bottom of one corner, straight line to the top. That's 2220. Then measure it from the other corner. Always measure from the corners because the corners go out. That's 22. That's 2210. So we measure from there. That's 2215. So what we'll do, 2220 down to 2210. Write that measurement down or remember it. So what I'm doing is I've just put a new blade in my good saw. This is a saw which has just ripped down everything. So I take the blade from there, which is here, which I put that into that one. Make sure you always put it in the right way. There's an arrow on it. Then that way, I buy a new blade for that, and then the old blade from that end goes in this, and job's a good one. And we just keep doing that, recycling every time. Now this will work like brand new, because this blade ain't bad actually, but after I do a kitchen I always put a new blade in it. So I'm always cutting laminate. Plenty of teeth on them, beautiful. Just a job. That's it. First thing you do, check your panels, make sure your corners are good. This is going to need cutting down 100mm to get in the wall. Then it's got a plastic coating on. New to fitting these, sometimes you don't realise it's got a plastic coating on. Take other plastic coating off. With this stuff, I never ever leave it on. Take it off. Because if you don't take it off, you don't know if it's damaged. If you don't know it's damaged, it's too late after it's stuck to the wall. You know what I mean? So you always got to be thinking. But we know the tray is 800, so just double check all your measurements. Before you cut it, only cut once. Your new circular. Goes through it like a dream. Now we've got the width, we're going to do the top, which I've already shown you how I've done that. So I'm going to measure from top, mark my markings. Always cut off the top, not the bottom, because the bottom of the tray is flat. Top of the ceiling's unlevel. So after you double checked all your measurements, don't forget you want a 10mm gap. 22, 2210. Take that back. Use your saw. Put it. Then I cut the pencil line. So I cut the pencil line off because we're not doing a neat cut. It's bigger at one end than the other end. Now all we have to do is go up, we'll measure from the floor to where the pipes is, from the side to where the pipes is, and then we'll drill them. So to get this measurement, all you need to do, measure straight off that, centre of that line. I always mark my tape measure, like so. Yeah? And all you have to do is measure to the centre of that pipe, and that's the only measurements you need, because from that end you're going to go 150 and it's going to match that. It's impossible not for it not to. They're straight, tray straight, wall straight, everything straight, bish bash bosh, job's done. Then we'll go down, replicate that on the board. And then you measure from that back edge which I've marked upstairs. I've got my marking, measure from that bottom edge, which has got my marking there. And then all you have to do is 150 from that centre, or whatever pipes you've got. .150, then you know that measurement, which is that. And there we go. Double check all your measurements before you drill it. 150, 32, 115. Now just go upstairs quickly and measure them all. Now I'll get me little snap-ons.
Yeah.
Because I've double checked all my measurement, make sure you're drilling in the right hole. Beautiful. Pop that off. Ignore Lee, just chirping away. Mark your second one. Beautiful. I've got a bench underneath it so it don't push down. And take that off, we'll take that upstairs and it'll go straight on that wall. In them centres are bang centre. That nice tight 1mm space at the bottom on the tray for the silicone to get underneath it. We just use clear silicone on that, it'll be beautiful. Drawn a level line on there, which as you can see, it is bang level. So now I'll just take it off, make sure I clean the back, and then we'll use the adhesive and stick it on. My phone never stops, ever stops. I don't have time to talk to people. I have to make an appointment, text me. If you want to talk to me, text me. Use the gear what they've supplied with it. Make sure you run it close to the edge. And then down this edge. Run out. Get another tube. Do again, all the way around the edge. And then what I'm going to do before I put it in, big bead of silicone right down that corner. Because I'm not using the internal corners. That's not wet, it's just purple. That's the sealing what I've used. Don't be shy with it. Nice big bead down. And then that is covered. Yes. Then all we're going to do is lift it on. Lift it on like a dream. Watch the light. Someone put a light in the way. Someone put a light in the way. Make sure you don't get it all over your fingers. And then if you look on the tray there, I put some 1mm chocks on the tray. You can just see it there, that little red chalk. 1mm tray, so I can put this board on that 1mm and I can slide it in without touching the tray. Like that. Like that. And then my pipe work should be there. Because we've got all this gear on this, once we push this on, you want to make sure you've got it in position, so it'll be very hard to move, because this stuff grabs. So, just try to wiggle it if you can. It's not going to wiggle. Beautiful. Get level on it, make sure it's all flat. Look at that. It's just a work of art. That's all it is, a work of art. Beautiful. If your wall's level, your ball's level. Easy as that. Look at that. You just can't teach this stuff. Do you know what I mean? You can't teach it. Right, first time, get that pipes in centre. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill them holes up, and then my brackets for my pipe is going to screw straight on that, straight into the wood. Bish bash bosh. Quickly explain for this side. I've drawn a pencil line up the edge of my tray there, and then that, because I've done it perfectly bang level or plumb, all you need to do is measure from that point to the line, that point to the line, get your strip saw, flip the board upside down, cut it down, and then it'll go straight on the bang on it. So that's what I'll do now. Same at top, nice equal gap, done. Beautiful.